good morning to the zealous gatherings present over here. यही उम्र है कर ले गलती से mistake. The song which you the word which I am going to speak on today. Nowadays, this word has been used too casually, like in every sentence. Is that your pouch? No, you have mistaken. And if you are also accustomed to doing the same, so you could be wrong, as everyone has its own different perspective. And this word mistake is a highly underestimated word, the vast meaning indeed. Now I would like to ask you a question that how many of you all make mistake? If you do so, it's completely fair, as I think mostly we all are humans, not a machine. But have you anytime thought that when is the mistake corrected? When you realize and recognize it. In this era of scientific inquiry, mistakes are considered as those forces which drag you down to the mouth of failure. And if you research on the same, you will get several meaning of mistake on several sites. For example, according to Google, it means act or judgment which is misjudged or wrong. According to Thesaurus, it means departure from what is true, right, or proper. This means that people should believe in these kind of sites to know the meaning of mistake, although this will not force people to enter into the whirlpool of confusion. One thing is clear about mistake, that there is no age to make mistake. A small child has its own foolish problem. A teenager has several problems like peer pressure, stress due to study, etc. Adults have their personal problems according to their salary, gender, etc. But each age would be disowning their mistake, and at the end the mistake is of the person who has been suffered by it. Now let's emphasize on the most trending age where child turn big and their brain starts growing. The age of teenager. In this age of teenager, people in this era of development, they have to do several works which force them to do many mistakes, which makes them feel that it's the end of their life and they are of no use. They try to commit suicide. But if mistake could be leading to death, so that today there would be no science, no technology, and not even everyday needs, as all these things were formed by failures and experimenting. In short, a mistake, but the scientists never give up. They keep trying until they are satisfied by their own invention. The same way, the teenagers should continue doing their work till the end and to give their best until the end. And should never stop until they are satisfied by their own work. Now let me talk about what can a mistake do. Mistake has a potential to let the cats out of their bag, reveal the nature of a person or the nature of a beloved Mother Earth. As a mistake can also lead to discovery. To suit an example, there are several gems and crystals found in stones in nature, which could be also found accidentally. On the same wavelength, mistake can also lead to success. For example, Iris McGulfey, the inventor of vacuum cleaner, could be trying to make hair dryer, as the principle are almost same. In a hair dryer, there is a blowing fan and a heating coil. Therefore, in a vacuum cleaner, there is a blowing fan, and by removing the heating coil, you will get a vacuum cleaner. And moving further, there can be several effects of mistake, but there is only one result of mistake, which is karma. Karma can be sounds like a really complex word, like karma, but if you focus on the same, karma is the only umbrella which shadows all the mistakes. A very prominent Hindi saying summarize the overview of karma: Jaisi karni vaisi bharni. Furthermore, let's make an analogy that how does a mistake comes to existence. It's a term which has been followed from the age of forefathers, feeling of always being correct. It makes a man or woman so arrogant which insists them to be right all the time. For example, in an incident of hospital, a doctor was treating a patient who had a severe pain on her left leg, which forced the doctor to perform a surgery on her leg. On the day of the operation, the surgeon performed the surgery on the right leg instead of left, which made her both the leg almost disabled. And when the hospital realized their mistake, did you know what they said? They said it in an amusing way. that for whatever reason, the surgeon felt that he was on the right side. Now there's no point of story, as feeling of being correct on any side or anywhere could be really perilous. Learning from your mistake is really a good thing, as it paves days to reach your goals. It teaches you everything from failure to success. But if you focus on the same, mistake could be, several people say that mistake are those things which will bring you down, as they will close and sometimes also close the gates to your dreams. There are several people who have been suffered by this condition and have also overcome, but some who couldn't overcome didn't have guts to change their attitude. To prioritize your mistake, you should be always positive, everywhere, as no one cares about your emotion. Everyone will try to take advantage of you in several fields. According to research of Claudia Vallis, it's okay to make mistakes. The research says that it's a good thing to make mistakes, as it's not only the opportunity to learn, but the students understand their mistake and the only time when their brain grows. A closer look reveals that misconception or misunderstanding justifies to all the things should be justified to oneself, as learning as the purpose of learning from the mistake need to be understood by everything, as you should always accept the mistake and never impose it on someone else, as mistakes are not made to dishearten you. Mistakes are the wheels which help you to move forward and will make your destination which is the zenith. To ruminate your mind in a positive way, I would like to end my speech by a quote. Mistake recognize you first and then you recognize your mistake. Well, it's a set of 3 actions: recognizing, realizing, and improvising. Once the learning of your mistake is improvised, you will be at a destination where you have always been thought of, you have always thought of, which the destination where you crave for. Thank you.